We can paint the world a beautiful picture, holding out for everyone to view.
Let's start tonight's video by asking a couple of questions. How many solutions are there to this equation? There is one solution, x equals 2. If x is anything other than 2, we do not get a correct answer. How about the inequality x plus 5 is less than 7? We have an infinite number of solutions that could work. The system of equations, x plus y equals 3 and 2x plus y equals 4. You want to work that out quickly? There's actually one solution. To the system x plus y is greater than 3 and 2x plus y is less than 4, there would be an infinite number of solutions. So with inequalities, you're talking about a range. Graphing systems of inequalities. You have everything you need to know to do this. So this should be a very quick video. Basically, you need to pay attention to the process of solving one inequality graphically, and then you need to apply that to a system. There are a lot of steps. Step number 1, graph each inequality. Pay attention to dotted versus solid. 2, shade and label the inequality area. Okay, so shading and labeling goes on that step 2. You label the overlapping areas with the capital letter S. And step 4, not to be neglected, is choose one test point and do a formal check with it. So this is step 1, these guys are step 2, this is step 3, and this is step 4. Now, what does that mean? It means there's a lot of details and there's quite a large margin of error here. You need to pay attention to everything. A final answer looks like this. This is not the first example on your sheet. This is just, oopsie, a practice problem. Okay, so I would have graphed each equation separately. Then I get overlapping areas here, and you can use colored pencils or you can just shade separately. So this would have been the blue line, and then the red line I would have shaded here. And where they overlap there, the crisscross, is my solution set. Anything in there would work. So I would test a point in both of my inequalities and make sure that it works. Nice. Fortunately, this one has 0, 0 in the solution set. That would be the quickest and easiest to check. So take a look at the next problem, or the first problem actually on your sheet, and give it a shot. Give it your best shot with the most details, the most accuracy you could possibly muster, and come back and check your answer. So this is what the first equation looks like. Don't pay attention to how my shading kind of is in triangles there. It was just the easiest way to do that. The solution set is kind of that little triangular region that goes out. Did you label your lines? Do you have the 2x plus y less than 4 as dotted? Did you shade in the appropriate areas? Did you label your solution set with an S? And did you check a test point? Now, I always pick a pretty easy test point. So my test point was -5, 0, just because I like to, I don't know, or -5, 10, sorry about that. And it checks because -5 plus 10 is greater than or equal to 3. 5 is greater than or equal to 3. That checks. 2 times -5 plus 10 is less than 4. So -10 plus 10 is less than 4. Yes, 0 is less than 4. It checks. You need to have this. Depending on how you did, you might want to finish the worksheet. If you didn't do so well, try the next one, and I'll come back and show you the answers. Question 2, the answer is on the board, so you could take a look at that and compare it with yours. You should show a test point in both equations there, okay? Make sure that you have labels for both of your shaded areas, an S marked in the overlapping section that you have one solid line and one dashed line. So if you haven't already done so, you could pause the video here and try the next at least one on your own. They are systems of 3 equations, and that will be just knocked up another notch, but not beyond what you're capable of. So I suggest that you pause the video here and try it on your own and come back and check your answer. And then you could do the same thing for number 4. So 3, I have 3 different equations graphed, and the solution set is really just this triangular region here where the S is. I have 3 regions shaded, 3 regions have a label. I have 2 solid and 1 dashed line. You should also please show a check of some point. I used 2, 3, I believe, and you need to show it in 3 equations this time. Okay, so make sure you've done that. If you have not already done so, you might want to pause the video here and complete number 4 on your own. Come back and check your answer with the video. So here is my solution set. Again, I have 2 solid and 1 dashed line, 3 regions all labeled. My solution set is labeled, and this one was a beauty because we got to check 0 zeros in the solution set. I love when that happens because it makes the checks really simple. Okay, no reason not to check. So hopefully this all went well for you, not too difficult, and I think that you could probably try some of the practice problems on your own, although we will be doing some in class tomorrow. So have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.